work on me from the inside out. You know what I need. You know where I'm weak. I yield to you. Yes, Lord, change my heart, sweet Lord, make it still, make it strong. Shape me, Lord, work on me from the inside out. You know what I need. You know where I'm weak. I yield to you.
Coming to the stage, y'all. Can you hear me? I had to go get me some water, y'all, at the last minute. All right, coming to the stage. Queen. Checkmate. The motherfucking ultimate. The ultimate show girl. I am on the floor. I'm on the floor, y'all. So, you all, I'm just so proud of myself and my teaching myself every day. And what they say, practice makes perfect, or I would say better. So I'm still practicing on doing my makeup, for my birthday for FIFA 2026. I practice every day. I watch videos every day. And like I said, I just have to stick to a routine that I really, really like. And like I said, I was just trying to, it was so many different makeup artists that I was watching. And so now I still watch a lot, but what I do is the techniques that I'm still unsure of or still want to perfect a little bit more, I'll put it in its own little playlist. Like I was really, really trying to understand baking under eyes and, just getting my face to flawless. Internet service is running slow. The eyeshadows. You all see that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, you must start with getting your skin healthy first. Go ahead and start doing your daily moisturizing and hydration, weekly exfoliation, taking the dead skin off. Sunscreen is very, very important for melanated folks. color folks. So, and a lot of, like I said, uh, castor's oil, rosemary oil, or something like that. I get it together. But I started exfoliating and feeding my skin, and I also massage it. Got a little massager. It is battery operated, and it just go over my cheeks. I know when I first started, like I said, all the little flap hanging down. I was doing some contouring and all of that stuff and concealing, but it's still, I notice everything. Y'all know we notice stuff about ourselves, but when I started using that roller on my massage on my face, it tightened them cheeks up, huh? Got rid of all that little extra whatever. So, uh, like I said, exfoliation, facial massage, especially I'm 60, you all. There's some things I ain't getting cut on. If I can massage it, contour and conceal it, and just make it radiant, healthy. I use glow lotion. Get your stuff that got the glow in it. But now if you ain't got glow naturally inside you, none of this is going to work. So yeah, so I'm very very proud of myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See them cheekbones. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And when you're doing your contouring and your concealing or highlighting, you also, if you are a podcaster, you got to think about your lighting when you turn your face. What areas do you want the camera to hit? See them cheeks? Mm-hmm. None of this is by chance. Mm-hmm. See the eyes. Mm-hmm. I put a little mold there, y'all. Mm-hmm. So the lighting, the under eye, the eyeshadows. If I know what color I'm wearing, I want to do my eyeshadow similar to the colors I'm wearing, and I'm starting to use lots of colors that I normally wouldn't wear, but hey, they work with the canvas. They work with the canvas. Hmm. So yeah, and with the exfoliating, I do the whole body from head to toe, so everything is feeling soft. Okay, everything is looking 40. Okay. I am just so excited, you all. Man, I used to pay makeup artists. I think I started this look, and I was off and on with my look. So I might have started at 5, took a shower and everything, and I just took my time. Took the dog walking, ordered some groceries. So in between doing all this stuff, I would, because with your concealer, what I have under my eyes and everything, it goes on wet, and so you have to let it dry. Because if it doesn't dry, then that's it's going, and it's part of the base of the foundation, and this was the base concealer. So I might as well go do stuff. And when I say it has to dry, it takes about, I want to say, a good 20 minutes. And see, some of my issues were I was going too fast and the concealer wasn't dry. And then you get the rubbing on it and everything gone. So see, you know, I mean, if I filter, I'm telling y'all this, I got this thing. Y'all see them eyes? Y'all see them eyes? Y'all know first got started. hmm I didn't know about the where to put the lighting highlights at for podcasting. So when the light hits you, I learned all of that. hmm I learned how to give yourself a facelift with um, contouring and concealing. Sure did. hmm So, honey, Hollywood ain't got nothing on Queen. Nothing. But I tell you, and it's good to, like I said, when I wake up in the morning, I ain't got my, natural glow, but I'll get myself hydrated, cleaned up, put on my little, I don't know, wear foundation every day. I'll put on, the little sunscreen and hydration and, illuminating stuff. So, yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. So what I'm doing now is still practicing on my eyes. And then, like I say, using different shades. I'm gonna push the envelope with the colors. Yes, I am. Now that I, kind of know technique. Yeah. So, yeah. And I was practicing on Mama face. And so, like I said, I did her face. Might do older folks go to the nursing home to their face. I don't know yet, y'all. I have options, but I would like to get through July before I do any of that. I'll be 60 this year, and then we have 26 this year in Atlanta, Georgia, and it'll go off because it's a capitalistic system in America, and FIFA is it brings in revenues, but again, will it affect the potential outcome of visitors coming to our country while this country is at war in the Middle East? And of course, gas prices, travel prices, all of this is going to be impacted. So there is going to be a clear sign of it's going to be an impact. How bad or worse it'll make it, who knows? So, but we'll do our part in Georgia with our southern hospitality to make everybody feel welcome. And like I said, it's something Black women in the South has been doing all our lives. You'll never know the struggle. You're going to see us with a smile. You're going to see us with some foods, glass of cold water, lemonade. How can I help you? Can I get you anything? So being kind, hospitality is one of the put Georgia on the map. They so nice. Them people so nice. They might say slow, talk slow, but they know there ain't nothing slow about folks from the South. Okay, we might play a certain way. We're gonna just let you keep on showing us you. hmm So. June. So we were almost in April. I mean, so I can check this off my box. I'm feeling pretty confident about my makeup application. I just gotta get speed down and again, like I say, play with the colors. But once the thing is with eyeshadow, you're only going to be basically working with three colors out of the palette, you know. And so if you know it's three and you know where to place those three, you can do it with any three colors. Yeah. The lightest of the shade is going to be on the inside of the corner of the eye. The mid or glittery is going to be on the center of the eyelid, and the darker shade is always going to be towards the outer third. Yeah. And with what they call mature eyes is that you're going to have to take your time, do some priming and prepping because our skin moves. And the younger folks, you're basically putting it on bone. It's right there. Everything, is much easier when there's not extra. Or I lose muscle in my face, but the skin is still there. So that's why with this massaging, it's building the muscles back up. And like I say, it looks like I've had a facelift, but I haven't. I just been massaging the muscles in my face, starting from the temple, or I mean, all the way up here. You just and you go up as you massaging. And like I said, I got a battery operated little massager I got from Amazon. So yeah. Again, like I said, they I don't know, y'all. I'd be like, oh, did the war knock out the cable? Because I know it's paid, but it's been slow all week. And I mean, the box has been acting up. So I went over there, reset it. It was doing some things. Then the YouTube itself, and of course, StreamYard is doing stuff. Sometimes this stuff will make you act like something wrong with you. Because I'm like, Lord, it's too much. So, but I know it's the internet, so sure can't be beholden to this. So they need to do something else. Like I said, okay, we got social media, and again, when I get alert tomorrow, I'll go over those cases, Facebook and YouTube. Okay, these are very important landmark cases, almost like the what they call it, the Board of Education, Brown versus the Board of Education. Well, this ain't come from the Supreme Court. It came from a civil lawsuit, and I think they said Facebook is. I don't know. I got to check, but I want to put them misinformation. Was appealing, and appeals can take years. But if we put pressure on Facebook and YouTube, no, you're not going to be holding us up in no appeal. We can just shut this shit off. But we want our kids protected. Now, you a multi-billion-dollar social media company. Now you want to loop this thing up and hold it up in the courts like, our famous president do with all his court cases. I think we should get on off it then, because you telling us these children ain't, you gonna play, and it's clear everybody know, because even with adults, when we say that YouTube has destroyed YouTube has destroyed your motherfucking life. These kids are in middle school, high school, elementary. It's already bad enough going to school and going through all these stages and phases. So, kids have and this shaming. You got adults who can't handle it because it's not normal, and you should be able to sue people who intentionally inflict emotional distress while they for profit. So no. And YouTube, I'm going back to the 5-year paper trail. And mostly my reporting for me was done by my children and other children, okay? So I'm consistent. It's all about the children for me. And while you all running these prison games, claiming Okay, y'all. Cash, yay. How you doing, darling? Always. Oh, you do? Oh, you learned something. So they just go too fast. It's their editing and they leave out a lot of, for me, detail. Um because they assume you know these things. So when I teach it, I'm gonna go very slow and I'm gonna do demonstration. So yeah, and I'll do each little area. Like I say, color correction is a part of applying makeup. Again, my undertone was orange. It is not orange, it is green, olive. So we'll start with gold. And I'll put that little prompt in for your chat GPT, and take a picture with no makeup on in some good lighting, maybe sunlight, and then you'll upload it to chat GPT, and there's a prompt about, you know, you are my makeup artist and I'm trying to find my undertone. You will also ask it to find your face shape, because they're diamond shapes, square shapes, oval shapes, round shapes, hourglass shapes, and some of them are combination. So you're going to get your undertone, the face shape, and you can always the makeup is they have every skin tone now. So that's not going to be difficult to find your skin tone. It's just that undertone green is rare, or it's not a majority. So with makeup folks, they, how they did band-aids, everything was for white folks. I'm not saying the makeup now is for white folks. I'm just saying there's not many, even with the color shades, it's not many women that have an undertone, a black woman that have an undertone that is olive. So I have to mix. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that for the rare shades, or it doesn't quite look right, you can mix the makeup and still get to, your undertone. And the makeup they have today is very thin. It looks like skin, so you don't have to pile it on. So it's just you have to know how to apply it on your face in very thin layers, and you build. If you need another layer, you need one layer just to run to the grocery store, two layers to go to work, and if you're going to a function, a ball or something like that, you might, and well, you're definitely gonna need the your setting powders, fixing powders, finishing powders, and your water sealant of your makeup, especially if you're gonna be outside and in the heat, you know. And my thing is, I age if I'm invited to where my birthday is in the summer. I'm gonna have it popping, for my birthday. Most of this stuff I go to, I'll have a basic makeup look or whatever, but ain't no use in fighting the sun, the heat in Georgia. You can't. So you might as well just go as barefaced as you can to any events in the summer here, cause it's hot here, and it ain't no. So I don't care. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to get in water. I get in water. I can swim. I guess I can still swim. So no. Mm-mm. The kind of heat here is a suffering heat, but I'm gonna complain. So makeup is not a priority for Queen when it's summertime in Georgia. Jesus, y'all, I ain't looking at I should have put the little things on the screen, the comments, whatever. But it's just a little chit chat, little ramble session, little ramble session. hmm So yeah, very very proud. And with makeup, while you're applying it, especially when you got to do your cheeks and everything, you smile so you can, get the cheekbone. Excuse me, it's very therapeutic. So it's very therapeutic. Uh, I'm gonna have to go, you all, if this keeps going on. This is the best it's done all week. I've been using my telephone, my tethering service on my phone, but and shit, that be eating up some kind of stuff. It don't charge me extra, but the closer it get to whatever gigabytes I have, it gets slower and slower when I'm using my phone as my Wi-Fi source. So this this is good, and plus it's clear. It's moving, in real time. Because the other day I was slow motion with it, baby. Slow motion with it. God damn it, slow motion with it. Yes, yes, yes. So I'll be keeping up with the war. So yeah, and Congress funded Homeland Security, but not the ICE portion because the government had been shut down. And it's a war. So I just don't it's above us now. I'm gonna go over that court case tomorrow. I have it already laid out. Um and it's for the children. It's for the children. And I'm pretty sure it'll be a serious talking point because this is not going through Congress to change and make it legal, you know, at law. This is a civil lawsuit, private companies involved, which is Facebook and YouTube, Snapchat, all that grouped up in there, Instagram or whatever. I don't know about Snapchat. Let me not. I know Instagram is part of Meta and whatever, So these are important cases. Our children and their emotional. So stop saying emotions are not important when you are a teenager and these hormones start to first kick up. Can't nobody a major humiliation ritual. These people can hurt themselves. They are very into their peers and how they look and who likes them, who not. I just didn't know that adults had these issues. And like I say, over 40, you're gonna have to, figure it out. Young folks will try to help you, and younger folks that have young children will try to help you. But it takes a lot of work, just like potty training take a lot of work. If you're scared, not really doing that, and wanting your babysitter or the teachers to do it, it's not going to work. You must do the work at home. We are a village, add on to what you're already doing. And I can tell you like this, I did it with my grandkids, and when I was in the daycare, you can tell me you potty training all you want to. But if it's a 4-year old that's just going in their clothes and they ain't even trying to tell you they got to go, you ain't doing shit at home. Okay? And I am not going to do it for you. Period. They can get on the pull-ups and a diaper at my motherfucking house because ain't nobody pissing and shitting all over my shit. Okay, period. So don't come here trying to force no goddamn panties on the clothes. And I know this from just being a daycare provider. No. And I said it then, and I was in my 20s when I was a home daycare provider. I will work with you as you bring your child to my daycare and you say there, I'll go ahead and work with you if you're really working. The child is coming up to me, Miss Regina, got a party or something, but just no, go ahead on with that. hmm People want you to do their job for them. When I cooked from scratch for my daycare children along with my children. Okay, they knew what peas was, carrots and corn and potatoes. They knew these things and enjoyed them. All this, oh, they don't eat this, that. No, you don't cook that. You don't cook. And you're not bringing McDonald's up in my house. So I didn't play all of that. If they missed the lunch, and then you're gonna come in here with what they call these things, Happy Meal with toy in it. And my other kids, they don't eat a good, nice hot meal. Ain't no toy, no meal. Coming up in here trying to make these kids want that. No, they ain't really want that because they wanted my home cooking. So you're not bringing no Happy Meal and toys up in here, causing disruption. You let them eat where they at if they miss lunch at my house. They used to mix breakfast and they come in. Okay, you can add the granola bar. You better make it something they can snack on. Because these good grits and eggs and bacon and cheese, they gone at 10 motherfucking o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. We don't had our nice hot breakfast. We might be on snack. So granola bar fine. But you're not coming in here with no full-blown breakfast from no McDonald's. You miss the breakfast hours. Okay. And I seen this trend with these bad children coming because when I was doing daycare, and this was in when I do daycare, when I got out the military, I did daycare in 97, I believe, 97 to about 2003. And I was young, so I was in my 20s. So some of the parents, we were the same age. And if they were older, they were in their 30s and 40s. I'm in my 20s. So, of course, they was going to try to chomp me. No, I was very firm. Very firm. You need me. I don't need you. Now, what I could never get these folks to do was pick up on time. And so I just used to say, you pay each hour go up a certain amount, and I try to make a certain amount hurt them. Man, them people still was late and came in with the money. Some people just don't want to be with their kids, and it's because they bad and they don't want to teach them right and wrong. But they ain't do right and wrong in my house. I took them places. But you all need to train these children, not just in no bathroom. Manners, get them off these computer games. Get them outside, get them some fishes. They got to take care of. Teach them how to paint. Stuff they got to do with their fingers. Play-Doh. All this stuff these children are not doing. On the computer all day long, clicking, clicking, clicking. Clicking, clicking, clicking. And meeting these strange people online. So, no, it started at home. Instead of trying to get the next outfit, the next hairdo, y'all need to tend to these bad fucking children that you don't want to be bothered with. And grandma, yeah, we can tell you, no. They ain't gonna act like that at my house, number one, anyway. And they can always go home. If you got all these rules you want to give me, so no. You can give me some allergies and some serious which foods they don't eat, allergies. But all that other bullshit, no. This is not no permanent place. So I don't need to know all these ins and outs. I know children. And I need to know allergies, and that's it. Okay? All these instructions. They take that shit to schools and daycare. People look at you, they're going, yeah, whatever. Got a list of fucking things. And these people got 20, 30 more kids. You think they getting 30 little separate instructions? Hell no. There's a standardized way to take care of children. Always trying to control something and then let them jump up all over the place at home. No kind of structure. And that's part of why your ass ain't dating. Don't nobody want to be around baby kids. Okay? Nobody. Nobody. So keep popping them out all you want to. Keep popping them out. You're going to be lonely. Bad kids. I ain't never liked no bad child. But I did, as a daycare provider, I did understand that, it was mostly the parent. And these were not young parents, and these was not poor parents. People want other people to do their jobs. You working, you all that, yeah, I understand you're a captain, you're a major, and I'm rooting for you. But you had this child. So no. Now I know the military got the weird hours and the long hours, and I'm sure they whenever it's something like this going on, hell, they almost there 24 hours. That's why you have to have a good solid partner for days like this. To take up the slack. In-laws, a community. Now you're scared to leave your children with anybody. They ain't just because they bad. There's weirdos out here too. So y'all, you just gotta. The parents just gotta put down this social media, this themselves, and get back to at that kitchen table. Look on at them. They in the room, you in the room, separate rooms. There's the children. We ain't even talking about couples. That kind of attachment been over for some of y'all, cause your kids bad. So, mm-mm, mm-mm. And for the ones that's on here doing what they doing, your kids definitely gonna be bad. You think you gonna get on this motherfucker and terrorize adults, and then you gonna have a happy home when you get off? Hell no. That's why you on this motherfucker. You miserable. And you want some motherfucking company where you not getting none. You're not getting none. You gonna get your ass fired. That's what you gonna get. And potentially some little probation or jail. It is not the kids, it's these parents. The same ones on here sounding like they smoked out. Like I said, every woman that come on social media in our sector should not be sounding the way y'all sound. It's not talking proper. It's not normal for everybody to sound like they don't smoked up 10 cigars. All that gruff, rough, rough. This is not normal. This is not normal. Mm-mm. And men don't want nobody to sound like this. And like I said, everyone that came up on the stage from that little town, I just couldn't believe it. Like, god damn. The look at the gas station. All that money. All that money. I ain't never looked like that, and I ain't had that kind of money slip through my hands by proxy or none of that. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Doing dirt, that's what it is. You can't clean this kind of dirt up. It's gonna come out your fucked up voice, your pores, my dear. These are not just by chance your skin is looking like that. Man, I will be 60 years old in July. There's no reason for skin to look that pussy and yucky. But it's toxic. That's toxins. Okay, toxins. Hmm. So no, I'm gonna live my rest of it, the best of it. And I'm gonna do it my motherfucking way. I'm paying for it. What is it to you? Nothing. You're over 40, running out of time to do the things you should have done in your teens to now. Can you catch up? Yes, you can, but you're gonna have to shut your motherfucking mouth and maybe work two jobs. So of course you know you can't do that at 40. Mm. So you're gonna have to get two jobs regardless. With the way these prices going up and the wages stagnant. So don't come here trying to share your misery. Cause it's gonna get met for me with a call to the police. Okay, I know stalking. Get on. I know folks who are extorting. Okay, and I don't know why my cash app's still off. That's very upsetting. Very upsetting. Very upsetting. Mm-hmm. Calling my children is very upsetting. Very upsetting. And this YouTube, Facebook landmark case, like I said, it's a private civil lawsuit. But I'm sure if they appealing Facebook all the way up to the Supreme Court, it'll become law through the Supreme Court. But y'all know these politicians love to talk this stuff during election time, and and even these people did depositions, got on the court stand and said shit, and they cocky just like they cocky on here and cocky like rich people want to talk cocky just like the president. Well, there are some things I'm told, and I'll, like I say, read through the transcripts. Mark Zuckerberg made some damning statements about the children on the social media sites. So yeah. Hmm. So tomorrow I get that ready and present it. Yeah. Let's see what else. What else? I can't really think of it right now. So I'm just so excited. Let me change my lighting on this thing. Let's see here. I want to get yellow. That's white, 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 white. Okay, I want yellow. So that's a little yellow, you all. Let's see. Look at them cheeks. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. So it didn't take all day, and don't take that much makeup either. Just put it in the right places in the right amount. 60, y'all. 60. That's come from treating folks right. Treat myself right. Last time I'm gone, y'all, since it wants to go off. Alrighty. No, I'm not praying for no victory. I'm with Iran. I'm just gonna tell you that, and I'm a veteran in the United States. I do not support unjust wars. Unjust. So I've been in the military. So no, go on with that. Go on with that. And you can get all upset all you want to, YouTube. I'm with hey Imso, how you doing? I'm with whoever. Like I say, it's an unjust war. And I think because what's been going on with the Palestinians, then you're gonna go bully a country 100 times they size. So no, I ain't with this at all. And we didn't vote for this. Fight your own fucking war. It's how I feel about it. That's my opinion, YouTube. Okay? Come on with me now, y'all. Come on with me now. Queen. Checkmate. The motherfucking ultimate. The ultimate show girl. I am on the floor. Well, I yield the floor. I yield the floor, my darlings. I yield the floor. Next, heavy motherfucking hitter. Heavy motherfucking hitter, y'all. Come to the stage. The hell and the high water. Let's do step. Let's do step.
There she was. She'd been there all the time. I'd been too busy making faces so folks would like me. I'd never seen her. There she was.
Long live the Queen.
And I yield the floor. My darlings, I yield the floor. Checkmate.